Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, Nctv45. Nctv45 Newcastle, The Train.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square.
When you have legal issues, Paula Chalella, attorney at law, 113 North Mercer Street, Newcastle.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Good morning, Newcastle, and happy Wednesday, October the 7th. And here we go with Newswatch. Another one of those dark mornings as we move through the month of October. Get ready for a time change in November. And let's get to giving you a little weather first. Currently outside, 54 degrees, and not as bad as what we would have seen yesterday. So we'll take that. And here we go with little traffic. And I want to kind of get to, we had a story downtown earlier, and I'll cover that. Looks to be clear now, as they might have had an equipment problem. It closed down the street earlier. As we look towards the Pittsburgh corridors, and this is Route 168, and I'm not going to put that picture up because all you'll see is a blur, but traffic moderately heavy on the Martha Street part of 376, 422, I guess, out that way. Now, as we look at 376 and go to State Street, not bad. Your normal type of area around the restaurants and what have you. The 422 interchange now lit up, and quite a bit of traffic as you're seeing people on the 376 as they head south to Pittsburgh and the airport area. And the I-376 interchange shows the same thing. Checking the PA Turnpike, no image there. They're temporarily unavailable. And as we check I-79, as it merges with 422 and heavy southbound. So leave yourself a little time this morning if you're going that way. Now, taking a look at the northwest, and we'll go to the I-80 376 at the other end of the road. It just seems to be moderate, nothing major going on there as we take a look at the PennDOT traffic cameras. I didn't feel bringing those up, they're going to have to get their night vision out, because bringing those up early, you can't really see anything. Some of them are really bad. I-80 and 79 just as a what have you, moderate too. So check, excuse me, check our Facebook page as we show you, and I'm going to get this out to you as we show you what going on downtown. As there was, it looked like an equipment failure with the city, and we took and brought you video of it, and that's not it. You saw it earlier as we got it up there. But the area seems to be clear now, and things seem to be moving along just fine. Hopefully you're moving along just fine this morning as Newswatch rambling on through to you. And wow, quite a few things. First of all, coming to the city, Laura Trump, and I think that's significant as the daughter of the president, and deserving the respect that he is the president. I want to make that note because we seem to have a problem with that. And I'm going to say it, I'm going to come right out. We need to have respect at all levels. I don't care if you're young, old, what you are. Respect for the President of the United States is important. Now, let's talk about the COVID cases. 1,036 yesterday. And hot ziggity zagnut, I think there's growing unrest that people don't understand and feel the government doesn't understand the virus. As you hear more things from yesterday, I had to take a ride up to Teal, and they had shut down their eating cafeteria. Folks just want to know, what's the bottom line here? And with reports that the virus isn't mutating, that means it's not changing, or they feel that it's laboratory made, and then that's on China. And you figure it out from there. Looks like an attack to me. Given that, Pennsylvania has done this safe limits and gathering, allowable indoor rate, maximum occupancy, And this is interesting. And let me 0 to 2,000, 20% of occupancy. So if we take the 2,000 indoor, they're saying you could have 400, right? 10% is, well, 10% is 20. They're saying you could have 40. As it goes up to 10,000, you can only have 15%. Now, the illustrious Secretary of Health, and Mommy wants to go to the hotel, and Governor Tom Wolf both came up with this. You have to ask yourself the question, is he pandering again? The answer is yes. You know, common sense things are going to matter. If you're in a crowd, put a mask on. If you're driving in your car by yourself, you don't need the damn mask. If you're walking through an area and there's nobody there, you don't need the damn mask. Mississippi is in a mask-free situation, and they could come down saying anything they want, but this is totally about telling you what to do. Your freedoms are at stake, and you should definitely look at this as the election draws near, because it is not good, folks. It is not good at all. Tonight's debate between the Vice President and Miss Harris should be very, very interesting. As I think the Vice President a little underestimated there. Vice President Pence, not novel to this. And here's the other issue. Aside from her recent flash in the pan journey to the Senate, Ms. Harris has no experience. Are you catching on to what no experience does? It makes a very, very bad candidate who becomes a bad public servant. We've explored this before, folks. Just wanted to put you up on it because it's that important. I'm going to take a break and go to the Penn State Police background checks and system experience for the third quarter, and this has to do with firearms. The requests are nearly double, 225,000 to 406,000 this year. People requesting firearms permits. Number of persons denied is about 3 times 2,800 to 6,950. It's about 3 times the number. So just to give you an idea where you're at with this. Now, I'm not a big advocate of having a gun, but I don't like what I think that's telling me about the situation and how people feel out there. Very alarming. Now, the Pennsylvania Department of Revenue, providing customer service for Pennsylvanians despite the challenges of COVID-19, with a majority of its employees teleworking due to COVID-19, the service that Pennsylvania needs. The department has closed the Office of Administration and other officials with the WOOF administration throughout the pandemic to provide its employees with the equipment and tools they need to perform their jobs. We want our customers to know we are here to help them and answer their questions, even though we've adapted many of our operations due to the pandemic. Revenue Secretary Dan Hassel. And apparently they're worried about the contact tracing there. Now, they've approved 444,169 rebates for the property tax rebate program. You might recall that started July 1st. Pennsylvania's personal income tax returns and statements. To date, many of the returns arrived later than usual because the department extended the due date till July 15th. So that an issue there. Collected $9 billion into the general fund, $4.1 billion in revenue, and it was collected other than $2.5 billion in August and $3.3 billion in September. That going on with the Department of Revenue. Now the Department of Health adds testing in Indiana County and extends site in Center County in an effort to contain the spread of COVID-19. Now, see, Indiana and Center County, here's what they're not telling you. Those are college towns. Indiana, Pennsylvania, Penn State. The kids may have COVID-19, but they're not the ones that get sick. The people getting sick are upwards in their 70s or have pre-existing conditions, and that should be and/or. Once again, pander and scare. And it makes absolutely no sense. Restaurant enforces actions. And once again, we're not hearing, why isn't he putting out that he was overrun by the Supreme Court? You know why? Because some of the things he's saying are basically illegal. What is written on the paper is what is written on the paper. You can't determine intent. Nobody's a mind reader here. Wear masks, all the same stuff, all the same ballyhoo. Okay. But the Democratic Friends of China don't seem to be telling us that China's at fault. Joe Biden says, oh, they're good folks. Well, is that because your son got money from them? You like Chinese food? You visited there? I'm at a loss. They're saying it was mutated and made in a lab. It's not mutating, excuse me. Senator Casey, as Senator Casey will do, Pennsylvania health experts and consultants affected by the Affordable Care Act to discuss what's at stake for pre-existing conditions, and nearly 1 million more could lose their coverage if the Supreme Court turns over the Affordable Care Act. Well, here's the thing with that, folks. President Trump said they're covering pre-existing conditions. He just wants something in place so the price goes down. Really not thinking. I think that's pandering fear by Mr. Casey as opposed to just saying how it is. Now, we're going to take this break and we're going to go to sports, and we'll be right back.
Wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
So in the NFL, the Texans fired their head coach, Bill O'Brien, mid-season. And the reason why was because he was not getting the job done, and the Houston Texans were not winning football games. On Monday night, there were two games, making it a doubleheader between the Chiefs and the Patriots, and the Packers and the Falcons. The Chiefs beat the Patriots 26-10, making the Chiefs 4-0 and dropping the Patriots down to 2-2. The Chiefs had a slow start to that game. In fact, they didn't even score a touchdown until late third quarter. But because they scored 2 touchdowns in 9 seconds, that ultimately sealed the deal for their win. One of those 2 touchdowns was a rushing touchdown, and the other touchdown was a pick six. The Chiefs are now 4-0 for the 4th season in a row, which makes them the first team to ever do that, which is start 4-0 in 4 straight seasons. In the second game of the doubleheader, the Packers beat the Falcons 30-16, which makes the Packers 4-0 and the Falcons 0-4. Aaron Rodgers continues to be great for the Packers team, leading them very well. He didn't have his number 1 or number 2 receivers this game, and instead utilized an undrafted tight end from Indiana State, the name of Robert Tonyan, who is very unknown. He came into this game only having 2 career touchdowns and 14 total receptions, but this game he had 6 catches, 98 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers finished 27 of 33 for 327 yards and 4 touchdowns. And the Falcons continue to struggle this season. They dropped to 0-4, and they just can't seem to hold leads. In this game, they just got absolutely destroyed by Aaron Rodgers, who is continuing to be great for this Packers team. And in the world of baseball, on Monday there were 2 games, ALDS series games between the Houston Astros and the Oakland Athletics, and the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Houston Astros beat the Oakland Athletics 10-5, starting out the Astros 1-0. Carlos Correa was the star of the show as he finished 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. And in the second game of the doubleheader, the New York Yankees beat the Tampa Bay Rays 9-3. Giancarlo Stanton was the star of that show as he went 1 for 4, but that one hit was a grand slam in the 9th inning, ultimately sealing the deal for the Yankees win. His grand slam made him the first Yankee designated hitter to ever hit a grand slam in the postseason. And he also homered in their club's first 3 games of the season joining Aaron Judge back in 2018 and Hank Bauer as the only two people to do so in that. And now we will take a short timeout.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. This program sponsored by Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Brian Ches, owner. Call 724-498-4760. Brian would be glad to visit.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, well, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Jim Micco and Sons, 347 East Washington Street in Newcastle, can service a lot of your lawn equipment. It's jimmickoandsons.com, their website, and you can email them at jimmickoandsons@verizon.net. Their phone number, 724-652-6911. Proud sponsors of community television in Newcastle. Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. We're back, and currently outside 54 degrees. We'll take it as looks like a great week shaping up here. Great fall weather. We are into our October, and leaves changing. Right now, wind chill 53, visibility 10 miles, and it's pretty clear. So, and it's pretty dark, so be careful. Traffic, we told you, kind of heavy. So, moderate to heavy, be careful out there. And listen, I'm tired of people going the wrong way on one-way streets. Folks, you better be careful. It's going to we're approaching winter and people are just driving like nobody cares. Pennsylvanians are reminded to register to vote before October 19th deadline. A citizen of the United States, California. You must be a citizen of the United States. I'm saying this for a reason. And in the next reason I'm going to give you, a resident of Pennsylvania, at least 18 years of age, voters on November 3rd will elect President, Vice President, U.S. Representatives, State Attorney General, Auditor General, Treasurer, State Representative, State Senators in odd numbered districts. Now, what? Why? Why am I going on about this? You got to be a citizen. Why? In the last election, people keep contending that Hillary Clinton got the popular vote. But when Donald Trump asked to get the voting rolls straight in California, the courts turned it down. See, because in California, if you have a driver's license, you can vote. You're not a U.S. citizen. That is the crux. And don't let them fool you. This thing in our next story with Amy Coney Barrett. And let me pull back a second. I had the distinct opportunity, and everybody knows I'm a Notre Dame guy, fan, whatever, of going out there. Now, I can criticize some of the things I like. Notre Dame and Duquesne, I've seen very liberal policies in both of those Catholic universities. Very liberal policies in both of those Catholic universities. Amy Coney Barrett is a graduate of the University of Notre Dame. Has received extraordinary testimonies from her colleagues and students who say she is brilliant. This is in the New York Post. So what's the issue? The issue is she won't legislate from the bench. That's the issue. They want somebody who's going to legislate from the bench. Once again, they're not going by the letter of the law. They're saying, well, what's the intention? And intentions are abstract. Everybody has different intentions. As I segue into my next thing, the president continues to make progress and receives treatment for COVID-19. Some media sources are demanding more information. There's a thing called HIPAA laws. That's privacy. And then when the president said about his health, they said, well, the doctor's not telling us the truth. What are you talking about? You're treating it as if it's a communist country, North Korea. Yet, when asked a question, we get my opinions right by the Democrats. And if you have an opinion, you're wrong, and that violates freedom of speech. So you can't say that. That by Fox News and the Washington Examiner. If you have to go vote, make sure by all means you go vote. Okay, why is Angelo just saying this, Well, yesterday I had to make phone calls. See, because it isn't normal for people not to receive mail. Our mail was missing here. 5 pieces in 1 month. Folks, I'm a very spiritual and prayerful person, but I'm a member of Heart of the Nation. I'm a member of a lot of these other things that send prayer books or other materials in that I read. Instead, we're not getting them. And they want to trust the Postal Service to an election. I got, well, maybe the machine was taken offline and it didn't empty. So your piece of mail could be sitting in the machine. We'll get somebody to empty it. You don't understand. We deal with millions of pieces of mail. If you can't handle that, you can't handle the ballots. And come out and say it. Therefore, I did call Congressman Mike Kelly, and I did call the White House. Both, and I'm going to summarize, are concerned. The President, thank you for taking the time to write. May God bless you, and may He bless the United States of America. President Trump proclaims Made in America Week and welcomes businesses from every state, American state, to display their goods. Made in America showcase. It's more than a motto for Trump. It's the strategy that has driven an entire administration's economic agenda. Made in America Week 2020 reads in part, for too long, politicians have failed to recognize the critical importance of using American labor to make American goods so that profits and jobs stay home. This will enable American companies to shift from overseas and sat by foreign companies and ripping off our products. 50 companies were invited to the Made in America showcase. Friday, October 9th, 8 a.m., EAC meeting, Wage and Hourly Rules Update, will be a virtual event via Microsoft Teams. RSVP to Colleen Chamberlain at cchamberlain at wcjp.org by today at 5 o'clock. And that's the West Penn Job Partnership. That's why it's JP, just to let you know. Now, with all of that said, and I'm not done yet, I have a lot to say this morning. Yesterday, I received a call from, and it was kind of funny. I'm sitting there driving, and I receive a call from the Trump campaign. Laura Trump is coming to Lawrence County. And it's interesting as she is doing a Women for Trump event. Make sure you take the time to, if you have to register online to go. And I think it's important. I'm an Italian, I'm American Italian. Notice America first. Monday is Columbus Day. PennDOT driver license centers and phoner centers will be closed for Columbus Day in observance of the day. Make sure you know that. And on the mail thing, we did contact Tucker Carlson also. So just so you think that, if you think that mail thing didn't have me upset, I mean, I beg to differ with you, because that was highly and totally out of control. As I've never seen anything like that in my life. And we'll put those two in there as I've documented each and every step of the way with what's going on. Well, Newswatch continues, and 54 degrees outside, 69% humidity, variable wind, and barometric pressure 29.83, dew point 44, visibility 10, and wind chill 53. Now, let's take a look at the radar. Storms coming across Lake Erie from Canada. And that's Ohio. That's out of Cleveland. Here's out of Pennsylvania, and you can just barely see it. But nevertheless, we're in pretty clear shape. With that being said, let's go to Lawrence County 45 weather. We'll be right back.
My name is Brittany. I have suffered with depression for 15 years.
My name is Sam, and I've been experiencing depression for over 12 years. This is the first place I will always recommend for somebody to come if they're suffering from depression or anxiety or any kind of problem like that.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal. at Lindy's Lunch. Run it again with hot dogs, fries, burgers, and much more. For the 2-point conversion, try those daily specials. Run right in and you won't even need only guard to score at Lindy's Lunch. For the game, just right for lunch, or anytime. It's Lindy's Lunch. 2402 Wilmington Road, Newcastle.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
Hello, folks, and a very pleasant welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. Last night's clear low of 52. And how is your Wednesday looking, middle of the week, as we start eyeing that weekend? Well, as you take a look at the local scene, you're seeing nothing but my finger pointing that way, which it should point that way. It's ground clutter, fog, all that kind of thing. And with that, here's the national scene, and it is clear as a bell. So that means great weather, great fall weather coming your way, and let's check this out. Here you go, and everything cooperating, and last night clear, low of 52. Wednesday, sunshine, 73. Wednesday night, mostly clear, low of 44. Thursday, sunshine, and 65. Thursday night, clear, low of 40. Friday, sunshine, and 70. Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 50. Saturday, this is a keeper. Mostly sunny, high of 76. Saturday night, mostly cloudy, low 53. Sunday, sunny and 71. Sunday night, partly cloudy, 51. And Columbus Day. Christopher Columbus, one great guy, and he's Italian. Mostly sunny and 73. So, hats off. And ships off as what a great forecast you got. No wonder San Diego's jealous. Do something, have a lot of fun, and just enjoy. Now, this was Lawrence County 45 weather, and we're going to take this break. Hear from these great people. We'll be right back. Boo! Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, except the first Saturday in October, it's a haunted car wash consisting of a $12 ultimate wash, candy, a haunted show. Shows consist of many aeronomic decorations, haunters, and a 5-minute movie right before you go into the car wash. So the cost, $20. Don't get out of your car for a spooky good time. Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them Nctv45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program. for one great dining experience. Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Well, welcome back there, and that's going to do it for us here at Nctv45. And I remind you, as we go on our quest for high definition, please go to YouTube, subscribe to Nctv45, Angelo Perrotta, CEO. It's free. You just click the button. It tells you when we're on. For those football games, volleyball games, cooking the castle, all those things you've come to enjoy coming right at you. And we have a lot of new people doing a lot of new things. Please subscribe. It's very easy. It's right there. Put in Nctv45. You'll see Angelo Perrotta, CEO, because I own the station. And you'll be able to get to us that quick. So I totally thank you for that as we move on. And make sure you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about Nctv45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them Nctv45 is available anytime on your time. Yes, a train that runs on your schedule, that's Nctv45. Now make sure that you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again.